second Music Fest, I believe, Main Street realized that we could set up a beer garden. We had outsourced that. We could set up a beer garden and create income. And this income stream would allow us to produce future events without relying on donations and sponsorships and membership necessarily. And so we looked into it. Well, it turns out that the state, I know this is going to be really hard to believe, but the state has the most bizarre and arcane LCB regulations ever as to who qualifies for a special event. So we looked at it, and Main Street did not qualify because we did not have a paid manager at the time. But a Rotary Club does, and I happen to be a Rotary Club member, so I, with the help of a couple of my buddies, started the beer garden. And that's how the Rotary came to be the beer garden sponsor at Music Fest and Oktoberfest. The Oktoberfest before this did not have beer. Now, the last time I checked, Oktoberfest is a beer festival, so I'm not sure why anyone showed up at the Oktoberfest before that. But anyway, when we added beer to the Oktoberfest, man, did that thing take off. Anyway, so Rotary has been the beer garden entity, and their people do the manning of the beer gardens. They have the infrastructure for it. This relationship has worked well for both parties. It is a significant fundraising source for both entities. Main Street's agreement with Ambler Rotary is that they donate 50% of their sales profits to Main Street, and then Rotary uses their 50% for their projects. You should all be familiar with one of their most recent projects, which is the pavilion at Knight Park. That pavilion was funded by beer. I guarantee you that 100% funded by beer. I know this because while I'm no longer a Rotary member, I managed that project for them. Anyway, so it has worked really well, but lately this return has lessened. Several years ago, a couple of businesses in town, Forest and Main, Tannery, Stone and Key, Widow's Peak, they began outside sales at the events. Now, this in and of itself isn't a problem, and in fact, this is kind of what we want. Okay, they provide a variety. They're brick and mortars in the event. The event is here to build the town, so great, except they undercut the sales that Rotary did, which ultimately undercut the monies that Main Street received. So to deal with this, we had a little meeting of the principals, and I suggested, as the Main Street person in the meeting, I suggested that we come up with a beverage sponsorship of $1,000 per event for these entities. I did the math on the sales that they took from us, so I knew that that was a light number. I knew that they were taking significantly more than $1,000 a piece from Rotary. And the parties that were in that meeting agreed to that. It was set up as a donation to Main Street so that they could do the whole tax thingy, okay? I mean, consult a tax attorney, but this is pretty sure you can write that stuff off. Unfortunately, lately, several of these people have reneged on this, so we're going to have to revisit this again. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at with some of the relationships. Real quick.